Hey guys, my name is Michael, and
I'm back.
He's back. So what we got here going on today is the Glocks. They finally came in, so let's get into this overview on the Glock 17 and the Glock 19 by Elite Force.
All right, so we're gonna start off with the Glock 17. Now, this is a Gen 4 model, just like the prototype in our previous video, if you guys wanna go check that out. Polymer frame, just like the real one. Individualized serial numbers, right?
Yep, individualized serial numbers.
I think that's really cool. That adds some authenticity to it. The trigger is nice and crisp. Very comfortable. I actually really like the Gen 4 texturing compared to the Gen 3. The squared, like, not really checkered pattern, just it feels more aggressive in the hand. It feels a lot more comfortable. The standard bucket sights, I'll just flag myself. Glock trademarks everywhere. That's the main thing about the whole gun. 21 round magazine now?
21 round magazine. Now, originally, the prototype did come with a 23 round magazine, but I'm not sure why they decreased the mag capacity. I don't know if it was to put less stress on the spring or whatnot, but it's now a 21 round magazine. As you can see in the testing, there's just enough gas in the magazine to go ahead and get through an entire magazine on that. Now, as Cisco said previously, these are individually serialized. I don't know if Elite Force has some kind of registration that you can put your new product into, but
that'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool, really. You know, like KDBWA has done in the past. But another thing that I'd like to mention is that Cisco was using a Valken Cytac holster in the shooting portion of it, right there. Now
fits perfectly.
Fits perfectly. You're the one using it, so you tell us a little more about it.
Really smooth. I actually own this holster for another Glock replica that I probably shouldn't be talking about. But fits snug. It's not really tight at all compared to the one that I have. These ones you were telling me are 1-to-1 sizing with the real Glocks, right?
They're supposed to be 1-to-1 sizing from what a few people have mentioned to me.
It feels really smooth. A lot of people don't like the paddle holster. Me specifically, I really don't like it. I prefer Molly or something that loops through a belt or onto a vest, so it's more secure. But even with this one, the mounts that hook onto the belt are really, really thick. You don't have to worry about this coming off. But overall, I do enjoy the gun. You were telling me it has a enhanced recoil spring, right?
Yes, it does. If you want to go ahead and break that down real quick, we can show everyone here real quick. So.
Oh yeah, wow.
So, as you guys can see, really beefy recoil spring.
Yeah,
now, I do know that Elite Force plans on releasing a CO2 variant later on in the future. I don't know if these are going to be able to handle that. Please don't quote me on that. But from the looks of this recoil spring, it definitely is beefing up for a higher pressure gas.
It does. It does feel really stiff.
Yeah, so I would still say stick with green gas. You don't want to go anything higher than that. We still don't know the limits of this particular product yet. Of course, we'll do our own testing on that to see just exactly what it can handle. But really beefy recoil spring. So if you guys want to check it out, let us know how it goes. Definitely.
Go ahead and try it into your holster. Mike, you do own that holster, correct?
Yeah, so the holster I got with me is the Rheological design Kydex holster for Glock 17. Now, I personally really like this stock just because of the way they have the curvature designed on it. When I have it on my hip, it actually conforms very well to my body. It's really comfortable for me, and it's actually really smooth coming out. And you know, this actually is a really nicely designed Kydex holster. Now, it is a bit pricey, right around $75, but it holds your pistol very well, and then there's no locking feature on it, so there's nothing going to be slowing you down, similar to like the Cytac or the Blackhawk holsters where you have to hit a button to pull it out.
All right, Mike, go ahead and tell us about the Glock 19.
All right, so as you guys know, this is a Gen 3 Glock 19, and you know, it's Glock 19, really compact, smaller frame compared to the 17, smaller slide as well. You are going to still get all the official Glock license on there because that's what we all waited for. Much more compact design though, so if you're doing something more like a MILSIM event where you're a civilian, you want to conceal carry something, perfect option for you. And still a good, respectable magazine capacity of 19. Originally they were looking at 21, but again, they shortened that down just like the 17. Overall, it shot pretty well. It was a consistent shot pattern. I didn't really tune the hop-up unit for the BBs we were using, but it was a consistent pattern, and that's more or less what I prefer to look for, actually, rather than just straight range, because I didn't have the opportunity to adjust it like Cisco did. Yep. But overall, it's still a good performing gun, and this one does also have a beefy recoil spring as well. I'm not going to break it down like Cisco did with the 17, just because that was actually a lot of work to do. But overall, it is still a very respectable compact pistol, and I look forward to seeing how well these perform after people get in their hands and do their own reviews on them.
Yeah, that's something that I did forget to mention that Mike reminded me. I did tune the hop up We were using 0.25 gram BBs. It was fairly consistent. We were shooting, what do you think? Maybe
60, 70 feet.
60, 70 feet away. That's a little bit more than what I would expect to be shooting or using my pistol for, target-wise. Normally, I'll consider like 50 feet or closer. But it was still getting out there really good. It was a good grenade.
Not too bad. It's a stock pistol.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but overall, we're not going to be taking, at least me personally, I'm not going to be taking, 100-foot shots with my pistol. I'm sure there's guys out there with a high caliber that can hit 150, 200 feet. You guys have all your stories, but...
or me with my with my 1911.
This guy. But overall...
And pull off those shots.
Overall, it's still a very good performing pistol, and we're really excited to see just how well these are going to perform. So.
Yeah, I actually really like it. Mind if I hold the 19? I didn't really get a chance to play with it.
This one.
Yeah, this one is going to be much more compact. With the magazine there, definitely of course you're going to get more weight with it. But I can definitely see what you're talking about with wanting to conceal carry it just because of the smaller frame. I personally have never seen it done in Milsim. Then again, I haven't played too many Milsim games. I think that would be pretty cool though. If you're just walking around, you look, fairly innocent, and then something happens to go down, you just, and then you're ready to fight, That's actually really cool. Both of these guns are going to be shooting about 300 FPS. Price range, Mike?
Price range, $170 for both of them. Magazines on sale for $45 for both models of them. So in conclusion, we're really excited to see what the Elite Force Glocks can bring to market. Now, there's been a lot of Glocks that have come and gone, and we're here to see just exactly how well these guys are going to do.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see the future models. They did mention that they are going to be releasing CO2 versions of the guns. I hope these ones can have CO2 magazines in the future. I do really like CO2. Typically, they kick harder when they do have blowback. And I do know they're just much more consistent and easier than green gas.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Elite Force did announce that they were dropping a 34 later this year. They didn't release an exact date as to when that'll be dropping, but that's going to be CO2 powered, and it's going to come in an official Glock hard case like the real pistols would.
Oh, sick. Yeah, so, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And then there's something going on at the store.
That is correct. We have a sale. Massive discounts going on at the California Walk-In store. It's going to be tomorrow's April 14th. We're going to be opening from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We're going to be opening early, so make sure you guys get there ahead of time, just so you can get in line. We're going to be having guns starting at $50. They're going to be some of the marketing guns we've used in videos, some sample guns that we've got from manufacturers. We're going to have a whole bunch of boneyard and open box items as well. In store, we're also going to be having 20% off all items, 15% off, or up to 50% off map items. You guys got to get in. This is the biggest sale we've had in a while, so make sure you stop by.
So in addition to all those deep discounts, the Elite Force Glocks are going to be there for you guys to try out. Now, these are the specific marketing ones, so if we beat them up, we beat them up. Anyways, so if you guys wanted to try it out, see if you wanted to hop on the pre-orders for the next shipment of them coming in, that would be the opportunity to do it. So both of these will be there for everyone to try out. All right, guys, so as you guys know, I have a TM Glock. I've had some more than enough crazy memories with it. So tell us about your Glock stories, whether it be TM, WE, KJ, KWA. Even if you do get one of these next day air shipped to you, tell us about your story, you unboxing it, and we want to hear all about it. And my name is Michael.
I'm Cisco.
And this has been GITV.
I'm back.
He's back. All right, cool.
Oh, we forgot about this one.
My name is Michael.
I'm Cisco.
He's back.
I'm back, guys. And this is GITV.